Hamlet, Part 1. The Ghost and the Oath. Elsinore Castle stood like a sentinel against the dark Danish sky, its towers looming over icy seas. Yet even its stone walls could not hold back the chill of unease. Strange sightings had unsettled the guards. An apparition walking the battlements, armored like the late King Hamlet, eyes glowing with sorrow and rage. Night after night it appeared, silent and accusing, until one evening young Prince Hamlet himself was brought to face it. Hamlet was already restless, his world twisted by grief. His father was dead, and scarcely had the crown rested in the earth than his mother, Queen Gertrude, married his uncle Claudius. Claudius now wore the crown of Denmark, smiling with honeyed words but carrying the stench of betrayal. Hamlet's heart broke at his mother's haste, yet suspicion weighed heavier still. Something about his father's death reeked of treachery. On that cold night, the ghost beckoned Hamlet away from his companions. Alone in the shadows, the spirit spoke, its voice a blade cutting into the prince's soul. "I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a time to walk the night. Know this, your uncle Claudius murdered me. While I slept in my orchard, he stole upon me with a vial of poison, poured it in my ear, and robbed me of crown, life, and queen. Revenge my foul and most unnatural murder." The world tilted beneath Hamlet's feet. His uncle, a murderer. His mother, bedfellow to a serpent. His kingdom, poisoned at its root. He swore an oath on his father's ghost. Vengeance. Yet even as fire blazed in his veins, doubt gnawed at his mind. Was this truly his father, or some demon sent to damn him? Still, he bound himself to silence and purpose, vowing to remember and obey. From that night forward, Hamlet became a different man. To conceal his intent, he put on an antic disposition, a mask of madness. He raved, muttered, and toyed with words, confusing those who spied on him. Polonius, the verbose Lord Chamberlain, declared Hamlet's madness sprang from love for his daughter Ophelia. Poor Ophelia, caught between obedience to her father and her love for Hamlet, suffered in silence as her world began to crack. Meanwhile, Claudius grew wary. The prince's strange behavior unsettled him. To probe deeper, he summoned Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Hamlet's childhood companions, now turned into spies. They tried to draw secrets from him, but Hamlet, sharp and suspicious, saw through them easily. "Were you not sent for?" he demanded, piercing their disguises with eyes that burned. Hamlet's heart was torn by contradiction. He longed for swift revenge, yet hesitated. To kill a king was no small deed. What if the ghost had lied? He needed proof. And so, he devised a trap. A troupe of traveling actors arrived in Elsinore, and Hamlet seized the moment. He commanded them to perform a play, one that mirrored the murder of his father. "The play's the thing," he whispered, "wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king." As the actors rehearsed, tension in the castle thickened like storm clouds. Ophelia, commanded by her father, rejected Hamlet, returning his letters and tokens. Their meeting was heartbreaking, her eyes brimming with sorrow as Hamlet raged, "Get thee to a nunnery!" Was it madness? Or was it the prince's way of pushing her away, fearing she too was a spy? Ophelia wept, torn between love and duty. Claudius, watching unseen, was unsettled. Something more dangerous than lovesickness haunted Hamlet's words. The king felt guilt stirring, though he buried it beneath schemes. He whispered to Polonius, they must watch Hamlet further. And so the stage was set. The ghost's revelation had planted seeds of vengeance in Hamlet's heart. He had donned the mask of madness, alienated those who loved him, and turned suspicion into a weapon. Yet doubt lingered. Could he kill Claudius? Could he bear the weight of blood? That night, the great hall filled with nobles as the play began. Torches flickered. Actors spoke their lines. And when the murder scene unfolded, poison poured into a sleeping king's ear, Claudius leapt from his seat, pale with horror, and stormed out into the night. Hamlet's heart thundered. Proof. The ghost had spoken true. Claudius was guilty. Vengeance must come. Yet still he delayed, his mind a battlefield of hesitation, morality, and fury. The ghost had demanded swift revenge, but Hamlet was no simple avenger. He was a thinker, a dreamer, a man caught between heaven and hell. His oath was sworn, but the path ahead would drown him, and all he loved, in blood.